Big drive and edged away. And there he goes. Good straight hit. That's gone all the way. A really massive hit that's gone up towards the top of that stand. Maybe gone into Lozak Road.
Using his feet, nice straight hit, taking his cue from Chris Gayle. Got well down the track to that one.
There he goes again. This time 4, back past the bowler once more. Caught at the backward point. Another failure for Chris Gayle. And a welcome success for the Black Caps to get the danger man so very early again.
It could have been termed a loose delivery. Gave Chris Gayle some width and didn't look to keep it down, but couldn't get it over the fielder's head. And first wicket goes down. Chris Gayle for 5. It's 23 for 1.
Again, he looks to go over the top. Will carry in this time. It's 4 runs, but it's not entirely convincing from Dwayne Smith. Simple catch. It sat up on him somewhat, but again pushed hard at the ball, and Southey has struck as he did in the last 2 matches at the start of his spell.
We talked about him getting a little extra bounce because of his height, and there it is. And Johnson Charles going at it with hard hands, just enough for it to carry to Rob Nicol at point, and Southey has struck early again. Johnson Charles 15, 7 overs gone, is 32 for 2.
Flicked away behind square and could go all the way here. Will do now. Just played off the legs. So Samuels gets off the mark with the boundary. Big appeal given, yes, and he's immediately challenged it. He feels that he has an edge onto it, I think. It's been challenged right away by Smith. Umpire Joel Wilson making the decision. Smith beaten, and the way he immediately asked for the review suggests that he feels he got a touch onto it.
Yeah, that would say exactly that. No ball, there's no problem there at all for Tim Southey. But, Dwayne Smith was very quick. Will we pick up the inside edge? That's the issue. He thinks he's got an inside edge. Well, can you clearly see it? That's what has to happen here is the umpire has to find clear, defined evidence for the decision to be overturned. Now it's been given out. Is there any clear evidence of an inside edge here? I'm not sure, Tony. I can't see one there.
No, you're right. Smith obviously felt that he got a touch onto it. He's holding the bat up there. And here is the decision. Bang on. So that's a leg before. Decision should stand here, unless the third umpire, the TV umpire, has spotted something that we haven't. No, he hasn't. And Smith is out leg before wicket. He has to go away. Very disappointed. So 3 down for 37. West Indies again with a wobbly start, as was the case. And Smith goes. Southey strikes again. Smith out for 9. Yeah. Now they'll have to hurry here. Daniel Plain overthrows. It might well have been a dismissal. I think it probably would have been. That'll be 5, but it was worth a throw. Very quick single, and Bravo, I don't think was quick enough to have made it if that ball had hit the stumps. Flynn, the fielder, left-hander.
It was a terrible throw. The fieldsmen that were backing up in the right area. It's not entirely their fault, but this is a mile wide of the stumps.
We'll see how he goes in that match, but there are two places to be filled. Ian Bishop, and with him, Jeffrey Dujon.
That's well hit. That's not going to stay with us. Excellent use of the feet. Alan Samuels, a great believer in handling spinners on the move. Down the track. There she goes.
Good strong shot from Samuels. Flynn got a hand to it, but too powerfully struck. Use of the feet again. Oh, badly lined from Ellis. I assume it's a good piece of fielding. Lovely shot from Samuels. Opened the face beautifully and spliced it past the right of point.
Put it down. Difficult. Didn't come at him quickly, but for a big man going to his right, it would have been really tough for him. Made a good effort.
Yes, super effort. He looked like it was going to stick in that right hand. There, popped up, had another go at it, was just falling awkwardly. Andrew Ellis, good effort. Pictures and the video footage, some of it quite old. It's nicely played for one, maybe four. Very well timed. 50 partnership.
Inside air, dropping short of the keeper.
Very well taken. That's it, bravo.
Awful hits. Bravo. Actually had to just fend it away. In the air and taken. Very good catch. Martin Guptill going to his left. Might have blotted his copybook many times 2 days ago, but he's taken a good catch here, and Samuels is disappointed.
Terrific. He's such a good fielder. There's Martin Guptill. It was too high for the drive. He tried to get on the top of it and ride it. That is superb from Guptill. Diving away to his left, two hands to the ball. And the big wicket, the key wicket for the West Indies of Marlon Samuels, 43. And it's 97 for 4. That's powerfully hit. That is 4. And a very powerful shot from Pollard.
Catch! Yeah!
Well, he won't be taking anything around this time. He's played a poor shot, and Kane Williamson has gotten an important wicket for New Zealand.
Well, it's that commentator's curse working again, but this is an awful shot. It's not there to be hit at all. It's a swipe across the line. He's just hit a nice boundary and thrown his wicket away. There's a sense of complacency about this West Indies effort today so far, apart from Samuels. Pollard out for 7. It's 104 for 5.
Backs.
Off the thigh pad, goes down towards the boundary and just reaches it. So welcome boundary, but off the thigh pad. Just a little bit ill-directed from Bolt.
The terrible weather in the UK. and we're looking forward to some sunshine and some great cricket.
So exactly what are you guys doing here? Just touring the island, playing some cricket? What's happening?
That's correct, yeah. Every 2 years or so we run major sports tours abroad, and it's now a turn for cricket. We've been to Barbados several times and Antigua, and this year we fancied a change, and we know you've got a lovely island here, some great cricket, and we're looking forward to 10 wonderful days. We're staying at the Timothy Beach Hotel.
Swung it down, and it's a long hop, and he's put that over the boundary. Really wound up and hit it hard.
Yeah, again, the part-timers just trying to get through their overs. And they're paying a price. They picked up the odd wicket. Kane Williamson picked up a wicket of Pollard.
Not a good idea.
Oh.
Outside edge found, lucky, and we'll get 4. Now, will they try for a second? No, they won't. They better hadn't. $129 for 5 at the start of that power play. It's 139 for 5 here now. Hit that very hard. Really did go all the way through it. Middle of the bat and whizzed past.
High in the air. Should be safe. And it will be. I think it might have gone all the way. First impressions were that it wasn't timed perfectly. Brendan McCullum has signalled 4, but we might have a look at it anyway, Douche.
It's coming down now and well inside. We've got some good distance on it, even though he didn't hit it that well. It sort of rode the wind.
Chance in the deep. Should be taken and will be taken. There was just 2 chances at it, I think, for Tim Southey. But it was a full toss. It should have been put away and it wasn't.
Just as they started to put something together, it comes to an end. Full toss. Maybe it didn't come out of the middle of the bat. But anything that's gone in the air close to fielders has been caught today. Got 2 snatches at it, but managed to hold on. 20 for Devon Thomas. Enterprising. 157 for 6.
Nicked and gone. Yeah, big sound, no problem there at all. A little bit of bounce outside the off stump, and Sammy just feathered it through to Tom Latham.
He got a little bit of room, not enough, I think. Slightly more effort put into that ball from Kyle Mills. Got a little bit more bounce. Bounced quite a bit, and Sammy pulling away to try and cut. Gets a top edge. So he doesn't last long. 2 his score. 160 it is for 7.
3 wickets today. Johnson Charles. Wayne Smith there, LBW. Preferred but upheld. And then Marlon Samuels. Well, Grammar School of Guildford earlier here watching the game. I don't know whether they know that there's a little tie between New Zealand and the Royal Grammar School. A former pupil of the school. Field. That's gone fine. Bad news for the bowler because that'll be 4.
Straight off this one. Yes, he will. 50 for Dwayne Bravo.
Well controlled knock to 7th half century in one-day international cricket for Dwayne Bravo. 89 balls, so strike rate just over 50. But he has opportunity to lift that in the last 6-7 overs. Try and get the West Indies through to a challenging total.
Full toss and a gift of a wicket. Dwayne Bravo, as we said, favors that onside. It's a strong point and his weak point at the same time. A second wicket, an important wicket for Andrew Ellis.
Well, New Zealand will be very happy with this. Expected Dwayne Bravo. His thought should have been to bat through until the end. It won't happen. He's battled for 50. Would have wanted more. 180 for 8.
Times that very well and gets 4. Good, clean, powerful hit. And a welcome boundary for the West Indies. Favorite area for him. And there he goes, precisely in that area. Out towards square leg.
Here again, you're seeing a sample of the power almost taking out Des Hymes, our mid-wicket cameraman. Good power bat speed generated by Russell. Des kept his eye on it. Oh, he kept his eye closed.
Back past the bowler for 4. Dancing around at the crease and unsettling him. Now he's doing some damage to that cricket ball. It's gone away. Well caught in the grass bank.
Pressure on Ellis, not able to execute the Yorker as he would have liked. It's turned into a high full toss and Russell dispatches it. Wasn't fortunate to get a wicket with it this time.
That's gone even further. It was a bit higher and he crashed it away. Tremendous shot. Poor bowling, yes, but you've got to have the ability to put it away. And he did so with real authority.
Yeah, when there's pressure on, this is what often happens with attempted Yorkers. And again, Ross Taylor must be asking himself, are we letting it slip again at the end of the innings?
Another full toss. Well saved. Brilliantly saved by McCullum.
But it's good teamwork, because had Long On just stopped and allowed McCullum to try to do the work himself, there would have been more runs to it. But Long On pulled out and allowed McCullum the opportunity to knock it back to him, Kane Williamson. So good teamwork.
That's miscued, and that's really a poor shot. You've got a man at the other end who's playing brilliantly. 8 wickets are down, and you play a shot like that.
You see now why I would not have wanted Sunil Narine to come in at this stage. That is not sensible cricket. Too often today we've seen this type of injudicious shots. Not thinking clearly. 216 for 9.
Atherton, who used to hit it a mile in his own time. So I'm out there for the toss of the coin. Found that to be quite interesting. Well, that's a beautiful hit. Southey just managing to get out of the way. And that's 50. That's a well-played half-century for Andrew Russell, keeping the West Indies alive and keeping on strike for the final over. It's 231 for 9. Just 35 deliveries. Over the top, magnificent shot. 1 bounce 4. Miscued. Dropping short and going away for 4.
Put her to work with here. mentioned before that New Zealand have averaged around 250 or a touch more in the last 2 innings they've played. But it's scoreboard pressure.
Very well bowled again to finish off the over after being smashed for a couple of boundaries. So that's the end of the innings now. 241 for 9.
It's up to Nicol and Guptill to give them a good start. Guptill fell early on to Best in Saturday's match. But he is the more experienced of the two. Good shot. So Nicol off the mark with a couple of runs. Beautifully taken. Second ball. Darren Bravo holds it down at mid-wicket. Sorry, Dwayne Bravo is flicked away off the legs. Hit pretty well by Nicol, but an early breakthrough for the West Indies.
Super catch. Went very quickly. That doesn't do it justice. That is a very good reflex catch. Above his head, Tino Best has struck again early on, and Nicol gone for 2. It's 2 for 1.
Then very early in the piece here, 203 one-day internationals, a very good record, averaging just over 30.
Yeah, it was a half volley on leg stump, was there to be put away, and Nicol just hit it straight to Dwayne Bravo. I can tell you in real time, it is a very good catch. It flew quickly, and it was a reflex catch.
Beautifully played. That'll go all the way. Smith has just about given up the chase. Even if he had chased for all he was worth, he wasn't going to catch it. Short again outside the off stump, and that's put away for 4. Best has tended to be short.
Right on.
Oh, what's that for? What is that for? Comes off the bat.
This was Dwayne Bravo, the throw. There was no chance of a run out. Guptill was always well and truly home, and Tino Best is like, what's going on?
Just over his head. But he hit it very hard. Even if it had come to him straight, he would have had to intercept a bullet, because it was hit very, very hard. In fact, he did get his fingers to it.
Well, that would suggest that there were, the right hand was, but it was late, very late on it. It was hit so hard, and Sammy, of course, is the second catcher, so he is within 15 yards of the bat.
That's a big one. He's just got under that and lifted it onto the bank. A couple of spectators up there sunning themselves. Had to just be careful to get out of the way.
Well, 140 Ks, and that has flown off the bat of Martin Guptill. Right out of the middle.
Just pulled it back in time. Just a little nudge, seemingly off the legs, but timed it so well.
Yeah, great work, Johnson Charles. Tell you what, if Andre Russell wants some lessons, he's the man to go to.
Right back overhead, beautifully struck, all the way through and all the way across the ropes. Second boundary to Guptill. Hit off Best, clean hit.
Yeah, that's more like it, Martin Guptill. That's what we got used to seeing during the New Zealand summer. Just clean hitting straight.
Too short again. Guptill giving it everything. just past slip, and it's gone all the way. Quite a short boundary down there. So an outside edge found, and beats the third man fielder, going very fine.
Well, Guptill's made a pre-delivery movement here, quite a way outside off stump. Sammy's adjusted and gone a little bit wider, and then he's raised his hands at Chris Gale and said, "Why didn't you dive?" Moved a lot, looking to hit the ball maybe onside. And it was wide of Chris Gale.
He picked that one short and sat up. It's another boundary to the attacking number 3. Well, he was recognizing that the mid-on was in and went over the top. Safe shot in the end. Good thinking here by Martin Guptill. Too short. And McCullum well equipped to smash that away. Edged and taken. He's got it in the right area. And he's got the man who probably knows his bowling just as well as anybody else.
Yeah, excellent stuff. One thing about coming round the wicket when you can get the ball to go the other way is that it accentuates that angle. It is the one that goes the other way. Didn't do a great deal, but just enough angle on it. And Sammy kept himself in there at slip at the start of the over. So they were still looking for wickets. 64 for 2.
Now he's got another chance to show his undoubted qualities again. Just short of Gale.
As the ball bounces disconcertingly, a little bit of movement. We saw Tino Best go through the top of the surface in the depth of the innings. So New Zealand have to recognize that, and I'm sure they do, and they won't want to allow in another wicket even if we get a couple of quiet overs.
Well, that was much closer than we thought. If they had asked the question and asked for it to be reviewed, the decision would have been overturned.
And he's given him this time. Now Guptill is reviewing. So umpire Joe Wilson making the decision. He did a not out to Guptill a while ago, and yes, okay.
This one pitching more on the stumps, turns, does straighten. It's taking a good stride down, but in terms of line direction, looks good. Would have hit the top of off. It stays with the umpire.
With Narain having 2 wickets in his spell, could well be his last over of this spell. Cultivated edge, and again the third man has got to be finer than that. He's got to be finer than that. Russell is quick, but he couldn't get around.
It turned away nicely there. Should be 2 there. Possibly 3. We're going to see a 3. Well run. Wow, that is beautiful timing from Ross Taylor. It was a slower ball, I think, from Sammy. He's weighted nicely. You can tell he's on camera, that young man. and Samuels to continue.
So Williamson has to just start turning it over. Singles, the odd two. I'm not necessarily saying boundaries.
I think it's Bolden. It's very quickly through. Yeah, it has eyes well out. Lucky for Devon Thomas, it was again a quick ball, and all I saw was the bail on the ground, so Ross Taylor well and truly out of his ground, and he will pay the price. A big blow for the West Indies. Out, another soft dismissal for Daniel Flynn, short, wide, and Tino Best has done the job. Sammy's picked up the catch.
Well, it's a decent catch, it's a sharpish catch, but for Flynn, my goodness, how many times can he give his wicket away in a series? Yeah, it's a good catch, it is a good catch. And you love it as a captain when your change of bowling works immediately. 109 for 5.
Very, very optimistic with that appeal, Tino Best. He just brushed the pad on the way through. 113 for 5 at the end of the over.
Doesn't seem too interested in a review, Darren Sammy. Last delivery. Let's look for a deflection of some kind. I don't think it was a bat. If it touched anything, it probably the strap on the pad.
Boys 32 runs a couple of days ago. It's a real long hop, a rare boundary.
Yeah.
That's a good shot. Second boundary in as many overs for Williamson.
That's a lovely shot. Didn't time it as well as he would have liked, but get 3.
Good anticipation there from Darren Sammy. He was running over already, even as the ball was being bowled. Edged and taken. Lack of foot movement from Tom Latham. And Devon Thomas doing a good bit of work behind the stumps.
It's a very good reflex catch from Devon Thomas. As you said, no real foot movement. Threw the bat at it and ended up taking it in his left hand, but nice reflex catch. Latham goes for 11. New Zealand now 140 for 6.
Andrew Ellis replaces Tom Latham. A whole lot of experience.
Thank you, Fazia. Appropriately, Jeffrey Dujon was just on. That's the kind of catch that he used to take. Lovely drive. Not all that well timed, but controlled. So a couple of runs there for Williamson. End of the over, 150 on the board now for 6.
But now New Zealand are thinking, if we lose one more, if we lose another one, we're in trouble.
Pulled away, got in right inside of it and dragged it away from any fielder. Williamson pulls it away. That brings up his 50 with an emphatic shot. Best just fractionally short, and Williamson goes back and plays a fine shot. He's had 2 4s now off his last couple of deliveries. Nice shot. Cut away really well. That's a boundary to Ellis. So all of a sudden now New Zealand just beginning to change gears as they should. In the air, inside out, beautifully struck. Just the momentum that New Zealand are looking for here now. Last 2 or 3 overs already. 13 off this over from the first 4 deliveries.
We're coming to a crucial part of the game, as discussing with Simon Dool earlier.
Low full toss. Brings long on into play.
They've still got to get some runs off Sunil Narayan. His partnership is 50 or 47 deliveries, so a very good one. And Andrew Ellis has been good because he's been going at almost a runner ball.
He's gone over the top, but he's put down. It was right into his lap. And that could be the bit of luck that New Zealand will need. 43rd over has come to an end. It's 192 for 6.
Well, it was a good over from Tino Best.
Rain Bravo with the straightforward miss on the last delivery of the previous over. Coming in from long on. Seemed to have done everything right. And then maybe the hard hands going towards the ball. Good straight hit. That's gone. On bounce 4. 200 up for New Zealand.
Right in the block hole, but that is just a genuine half volley. Hasn't got that at all. It's off the inside of the bat from Andrew Ellis, but it was straight enough.
Over mid-off. He was leaping for all he was worth, Sunil Narayan. Chanced his arm, and that's what you've got to do, and they've benefited with the boundary.
Well, that's a good cricket shot. He did give himself a little bit of room, but again, Andre Russell has just dished up a gentle half volley. Well, he's nowhere near. It was great effort from Narayan, but...
Short and brilliantly taken. What an amazing catch. It looks so leaden-footed and so easy-going. But it's a really amazing catch here.
Well, is it the winning catch of the match too? Chris Gale, outstanding. Away to his right. Kane Williamson had been so diligent with Sunil Narayan. He just played him around, looked for ones, but he's paid the price of going after one and is out for 69. New Zealand now 208 for 7.
It's going to give Andrew Ellis a lot of the strike. Short of a length. Williamson taking his chances at the very tips of the fingers. And it really just adds to the aura of the captain of cool. In the air, and has he taken it? I think he's on it on the half volley. He certainly wasn't convinced. Had a throw. He's not sure if he's taken it cleanly. I think he's saying no. End of the over, 212 for 7.
A good piece of fielding, but just on the bounce. Sammy knew it. Yeah, you see the ball bounce there quite clearly. Then it was the throw. Sure, the person backing up was all that keen, Marlon Samuels. If Sammy had hit...
Well, he's got him. At 6s and 7s and coping with Sunil Narayan. He's not the first Andrew Ellis to struggle. And the West Indies closing in.
Well, after a great start to his innings, he played very well. He's just been found wanting a little bit in the last 15-20 minutes. Sunil Narayan picks up his 4th wicket and Andrew Ellis goes for 28. It's 212 for 8 now.
Continues to bewilder the opposition. Tim Southey really just have to cope in a pressure situation. That's the dismissal of Ellis. And Narayan's gambit of going round the wicket in the spell this afternoon, paying its rewards. And it's another wicket. It's 5. He's taken 5 wickets and finished up in the best possible manner. Sunil Narine, for the first time, he's claimed 5 wickets in a one-day international innings.
But once again, there's no more needs to be said about that. There's just another poor option, and New Zealand find themselves 213 for 9 as Kyle Mills goes for 1.
Down to third man, just short of Andre Russell.
Bolt leaning back, just short. Good effort to get the body in behind it. Sometimes you can be better off just staying back and cutting off, making sure it only goes for 1 in this situation.
So 1 over to go. New Zealand need 23. Doesn't seem on. Deceived by the slow ball.
And they deserve it. They've been the better side. They've won the little battles.
It's virtually over now. Not even the miracle will be enough. It's not a full house here, but they'll be enjoying this. They've come out on the Monday to support West Indies cricket, to support the game. In the air, settling under it is Kieron Pollard. Tumbles over just to make a big show of it. And really that's what it means for the West Indies to win a match, to win a series. They haven't enjoyed that too often. And if it seems a bit overdone, you could understand why.
Oh, I totally understand. They have deserved it, as I said, and they've won it well. They've actually bowled New Zealand out. Pollard protecting the shoulder, I think, and then just a couple of little forward rolls or tumbles, or whatever you like to call them, to get away from Andre Russell. Just delay the high fives and the hugs. But that is the joy and elation of winning. Winning matches, winning series, and capping off good performances. And they deserve to be happy. They deserve to celebrate. As you've said, Fazir, and you've watched many times over the last few years when the West Indies haven't been able to do this, so congratulations to them. It's been a very good series win.
The West Indies are claiming the series by 4 matches to 1.